Stream our content anytime, live or on demand, through KFYR Plus. Available on our website, mobile app, and popular connected TV apps, including Roku and Fire TV. Visit KFYRplus.com for more information.
This might just be my favorite Welcome to First News at 4 I've ever done, Kevin. We're not in North Dakota anymore.
Jody, this is simply amazing from Mesa, Arizona. It is just a delight to be here at a picnic that's about all things North Dakota people.
Yes.
It's amazing.
So great. What a great event. How have we never been here before?
I don't know, but hopefully there are many future endeavors that involve us here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there have to be thousands of people here. It's North Dakota Picnic in Mesa, Arizona, where obviously the weather odds are going to be a lot better here than they are in North Dakota. Of course, dealing with a winter storm here the past couple of days and high wind. Things are getting better, but there's some residuals, right? But here it's a Bluebird Chamber of Commerce kind of day, 70 degrees, a very light breeze. You can kind of just make out how nice it is. That's why it's here.
I mean, I get it. I never really understood the snowbird thing. I get it.
Now we get it.
This is why you want to retire down south somewhere.
And we've learned some new terms too, like a rounder. Like what's a rounder?
Yes.
Oh, that's when you are from North Dakota, but you now live here year-round in Arizona. And you're a rounder.
But you never give up those North Dakota roots. I think that's been the coolest thing that people have said is that, well, I grew up in Bottineau, but I've lived here for 30 years. But Bottineau's still home, right? Or whatever, insert North Dakota town here. Yeah.
So true. I mean, there's no doubt about it. And we've got somebody that's going to tell us a lot more about what this whole thing is all about, which we're really excited to introduce.
So Kevin Dvorak is with the North Dakota Community Foundation, and they're the ones that put this all on. Without them, we wouldn't have an excuse to come to Mesa. So thank you so much for what you do, Kevin.
You're very welcome. We're happy to have you here.
Let's talk about this picnic a little bit. You guys have been doing it for a few years, but it's been around for a long time.
It started as a potluck 56 or 7 years ago, and over time it got more and more organized, and people took over. The Village Family Service Center out of Fargo was managing it for a while. They had an office manager who retired here, and she and her husband organized the whole thing. 2018 they called us and said, well, Dorothy and Mike are getting a little old and they would prefer not to do this any longer. Could you guys take it over? And we getting North Dakota people together in a very nice place and getting a chance to talk with them and visit with them was right in line with our strategic plan. And so here we are.
Here we are, and you told us last year, probably about 3,000 people. How are we doing on attendance this year?
Well, we don't have an official count, but it appears that it's every bit of 3,000 and probably a bit more because the congestion in the booths and that sort of thing is terrific. And so I think you guys were part of it because I know you promoted it for us for quite a bit, so we appreciate that as well.
Well, it's been a wonderful day, Kevin, and so many vendors. And as far as your involvement, and how long has this been going on with the North Dakota Community Foundation?
We took over in 2018, so we missed one COVID year, but we've been doing it every year since 2018.
And you've kind of got a well-oiled machine. Like you guys know exactly what to do and where things go.
Well, I've got a great staff.
Christy's been amazing.
Christy and Deb and Amy.
Everybody, all of them.
They've all done just terrific. And so it's nice to come down and the volunteers are in place. All of the rentals are in place. The traffic control, the parking. We have to rent the high school parking lot because there are so many people that come, and then we have to rent golf carts to bring people back and forth. All those kind of things, and that's a lot of detail work that we have to do, but it's well worth it. We get the entertainment, and that's been terrific, North Dakota-based entertainment, so we're very happy about that as well.
I do want to say, I'm sorry, Jody.
Well, go ahead. I'll wait my turn.
Well, no, before I forget this thought, because I'm getting old, right? And that is, yesterday, all the volunteers, there was a brunch for volunteers, and I don't even know how many, obviously you would know that, but all the ones with the yellow shirts all over are taking their time to volunteer and just direct people and what to do. It's a well-oiled machine, as Jody said.
It is, and many of those were in place even before we started, and we've built on that. I talked with one of the golf cart drivers today. He said he saw his high school principal, hadn't seen him in over 50 years.
Oh,
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
There's so many stories like
There
that.
are.
People that haven't seen each other for 20 years and they turn around and there they are. Or this group that all plans to come together, right? High school classmates,
sure.
and so many great stories. Did I hear you say, Kevin, you are Kevin Dvorak, not Kevin Lawrence. You're a North Dakota native.
I grew up in Minto, North Dakota. I've been in Bismarck since 1976.
So this is fun for you probably to reconnect with people?
Oh yes, I've seen people I haven't seen in a very long time. I had a fellow introduce himself. He remembered from high school, from a guy from Northwood, and it's like, oh, okay, nice to see you. It was terrific.
That's so amazing. That's the thing we love about North Dakota is we're all connected, right? It's so
I don't
great.
think other states, I'm sure they have events like this, but there's just something about North Dakota that it's a close-knit community statewide.
Yes.
And that's what this is all about.
Absolutely, people have described North Dakota as a small town with very long streets, and it certainly holds true today.
That is so
I
true,
love
Kevin.
that
Well,
so
thank you
much.
for your time.
Very much.
Wonderful.
Yes, thanks for having us here today and for sharing some history of the picnic. We have a lot more, though, to talk about, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Well, I think we have a familiar face. A lot of folks are going to recognize this gentleman, Mr. Vic Schwan, who is quite the musician and just enjoying your amazing ability to get everybody going in the crowd.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been my pleasure to do this for 25 years. We've been coming down to 26, but the first year we were in here in this area here, we were another place and we didn't have the North Dakota Picnic, but it was already at that time 57 years, I understand.
Wow.
Which is amazing.
Yes. Tell us, now
We join every year.
you, Vic, are an accordion player, and quite an accordion player. I mean, does anything say North Dakota more
I got a
than...
quarter here.
We'll settle up after we're done with this. Lots of good memories for lots of people. How long have you been playing the accordion?
Well, I got my accordion, the first accordion I got was when I was 7 years old.
So just a couple years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, how it happened is we were headering one day and started raining. My dad and Lawrence Welk are first cousins. And they played together for years and years till Lawrence went down to South Dakota and found Myron Florin in South Dakota, and the rest is history. But anyway, when I was 7 years old, my dad said, "We're going to go to Bismarck buy you an accordion." Oh my gosh. Because he had bought a pump organ and we played it, and he sat me on his lap and he pumped it and I'd play it, and pretty soon I could play a song and here and there. That's why we went to Bismarck to buy me a 48 bass accordion. It went right up to here. By the time I was 9, I had to take it along to Strasburg on Saturday night when Mom and Dad took the cream and eggs in there so they could buy some groceries. And anyhow, after that, I went to, my dad would take me over to the bar and I'd play with a guy that played the piano, but he got to drink free beer. I had to drink Orange Crush.
Probably appropriate for the
right,
age you were
right.
back then, Vic. And you grew up in Strasburg.
Yes, I
and
did.
First cousins, your dad was first cousins with Lawrence Welk. You got famous family.
Yes, very much so. And matter of fact, it's so famous that when my wife and I got married in 1958 with a double wedding with her brother, and Dad says, "I hear Lawrence is supposed to be in North Dakota about that time of June 16, 1958. And he says, we should send him an invitation. We did. Guess what? He came to St. Peter and Paul's Catholic Church in Strasburg to our wedding. It was Joel Feeney, Klein the drummer, his son Larry Jr., and Lawrence Welk himself.
Oh my
and they came
goodness.
to our wedding.
That is amazing. So cool. I love that, Vic.
So, Vic, as far as the North Dakota Picnic here in Mesa, what are your thoughts and over the years? Obviously, you've made a lot of friends here, and everyone has befriended you. What are your thoughts about being here?
Well, I think whoever had done it before this, that the North Dakota Bismarck Community Foundation took it over. It's just been wonderful all these years, and almost every year we've had almost perfect weather. So God is looking out for us.
Now, you're a busy guy. You're on both, there's 2 stages here. You're playing on both stages. You also have on a North Dakota Picnic volunteer shirt, so you're volunteering too. What are your volunteer duties?
My wife is in charge of the registration table. been that for many years, and so we're good. She's doing that again this year, and our daughter's here from Rapid City, South Dakota, and she's helping out too. Been fun. Been great.
We couldn't do it without the Schwan family, huh?
I guess so.
Real quick, I have to ask you, you may not be able to answer this, but do you have a favorite that you like to play? Or I'm sure we know the crowd favorites, but do you personally have a favorite?
Well, my favorite song is the Strasbourg Waltz.
Okay.
Because
All right.
if I don't play that, they won't let me back into town.
Hometown roots are strong.
answer.
Vic, thanks for joining us, and thanks for sharing your musical talent with the
Absolute
picnic
pleasure,
today.
Vic. Absolute
Watch
pleasure.
you all the time on TV.
Thank you.
Well, thank
Stay
you,
with
sir.
us. We'll be right back.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, I went to a very small school, a very small graduating class. I still keep in touch with all 17 of my classmates. We have a group text. How about you?
I went to school with 600 in my graduating class, and I don't think I know 2 of them anymore. So
Isn't that so?
it's a close-knit thing in
I
North
think
Dakota,
yes,
right?
you're missing out, because the coolest thing I think about North Dakota is reconnecting with the people we went to high school with. Like, these are the people that you grew up with, and there's so many people here that know each other from high school.
I was just going to say, Jody, I think we found a North Dakota connection here at the North Dakota
just
Picnic.
a little North Dakota connection. You guys are all high school classmates.
We are
Where did you graduate from high school?
Devils Lake Central.
Devils Lake Central. What year? Can I ask what year that was?
1983.
No way. You guys did not graduate in 1983. So you graduate from high school, Devils Lake. You all kind of go your own ways?
Yes, we all did. Pretty
Nobody
much.
lives there anymore.
No.
Nobody lives in Devils Lake, but here you are, all.
Oh,
Well,
there's
people
actually
do.
people that live
There
there.
are
but
people.
We thought you were Devil's Lake. Okay, all right.
Okay, well, see, these guys fit right in with you, Kevin, because I say something stupid and they call me out on
Perfect.
it.
I
Okay.
love it.
You've never been to the North Dakota Picnic before?
Never. This is my first time.
Why did you decide to come this year?
Well, because my good friend here, Shannon, lives here in Arizona and told us about it. And then my other good friend here, Vicky, lives in Minnesota. And we decided let's have a girls' trip. And then we made it even bigger by saying we're going on to this picnic. Who wants to come?
So you invited your classmates?
Yes. We
How
put
many-
it out there.
That is so great. How many did you graduate with? Do you remember?
153.
That's a big.
That's
You're a
that is
big
big
town.
class.
Wow. Do you stay in touch like throughout the year? Do you reach out?
Bit. Yeah, we do.
Us or all of us?
Like the class?
Facebook.
That seems to
That's-
be a good thing,
yeah.
right? I mean,
And
people are
that's-
able to connect that way.
That
And
that's
organized.
how
Already at the anniversary or reunion last year, so since then more of us have been in touch.
Yeah, Facebook definitely helps us stay in touch. So why the North Dakota Picnic in Arizona? Why was this like, let's go there?
I don't know.
Because it's Arizona in the winter?
Right. Yeah, the snowbirds are all here. Yeah.
I
These
live in
these two relocated here. They're in Florence.
Okay.
Tina's in Glendale. So there's some of us that are here. Yeah.
we're
So-
the travelers.
So,
You're the
if I may
traveler.
ask,
And Janine. Right
this might be an obvious question, but what are your thoughts of this day?
It's wonderful. It's awesome. March is the most beautiful month here in Phoenix, I think. So the weather's been amazing. We ran into people. I ran into friends from Flagstaff, Minot, Bismarck. So yeah, it's been pretty fun. Jurgensens from Bismarck are here. So yeah.
And
It's
there's-
a small world.
It is a small world, and everybody knows somebody from North Dakota anyway, right? And this is the perfect gathering for that. So it's wonderful. Absolutely.
So do you remember your school song?
I don't.
No, Devil's Lake.
Satan's. Devil's like Satan's, and it's no longer the same.
A lot has changed
Yeah,
since 1983.
But I don't know it.
No, we don't know it.
No, we haven't changed. No.
So how fun to reconnect here with high school classmates.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's like I ran into somebody by the bathroom from Larimore, which I also used to live in Larimore. I didn't know him, but we knew a lot of the same people. So
It's so fun. We're all connected. Well, happy reuniting to the class of 1983 from Devil's Lake Central.
Wonderful group. Yeah, thank you for your time.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. So So another really cool thing that we found at the North Dakota Picnic in Arizona is this really cool VW Bug. It's part of the classic car show, but this definitely caught our attention along with the people that own it. This, what did you call it? Hippie van. Yep. Belongs to Dana and Brenda Walker, and you're going to tell us about your Hippie. That's probably not like the official name.
That's Jody's official.
No, not official. But anyway, I bought this about 2 years ago. I found it down here, and it's only been in 2 states, and that's been California and Arizona, so it doesn't have any rust on it.
No rust. It is in pristine condition.
Yes.
And I've been working on it, trying to redo it, get it fixed up so we can take it up and down the West Coast next year.
What year of a van is it?
It's a 72. And it's a camper van, so you can sleep in it, and it sleeps 4 people. It's got 2 cots. One hangs in the front window here, and one hangs back there where I got it, and then the back folds down for a bed.
Brenda, have you been in there sleeping yet?
Yep, we sure have. We've already been camping.
Already been camping. Yep. I mean, what a beautiful vehicle. I mean, and these were popular, all the rage back in the early 70s.
So did you have one of these bad boys in the early 70s?
No, I didn't, but my grandpa had a kind of a pickup one, you know, with a bed on it. And when I seen that, and I was probably only about 7 years old, I always wanted one. I finally got one.
Are you a car guy?
Well, yeah, I got a couple extra cars.
Yeah. So is it fun to look at all these other classic cars and,
yes,
and maybe get some ideas of other things you want to do?
Yes, it is. They got a lot of classic cars out here. And they're all in good shape.
What would be next on your list of dream cars to buy?
Well, you know, I don't really know. I think I got what I want.
Really?
Yeah. So pretty
Brenda,
content.
is there something on your list you need?
Nope, I think I've got what I want.
So it's next year you're going to go up and down the West Coast? Is that the plan?
We want to go up and down the West Coast, yep, right alongside the ocean.
Oh, that's
We'll
awesome.
over and park and camp wherever we want to park, unless we get kicked out, I guess. But
That's so great. Now let's just, your North Dakota roots, you grew up in Selfridge.
yes, I did. Grew up in Selfridge. I lived there for 30 years, and then I moved down to South Dakota, and I've been down in South Dakota just about 30 years, so I'm a Dakota.
Now, you're kind of famous anyway because our chief photographer retired, Dwayne Walker. You are his much younger brother.
Yes, I am. I'm 10 years younger than he is.
We can tell you're the younger brother. You have a lot of Dwayne mannerisms, though.
We knew as soon as I saw you, I'm like, oh, Dwayne, you're Dwayne's brother.
They say me and Dwayne kind of look alike, and then I got an older brother and a younger brother. Them two kind of look alike, so.
Very well.
Kind of pick us out.
So you and Dwayne are the good-looking brothers?
Yeah, apparently. Is that right, Brenda?
That's right.
All right. That's awesome. It is wonderful, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there are so many cars here anyway. And just to be a part of this, it's just a great day for it, right? And just the camaraderie of everybody anyway.
Yep.
It's so much fun. Well,
Okay.
thank you guys.
Thank you guys for sharing about your van. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We say it every day, but I definitely feel this way today. Time flies on the 4 o'clock news.
Jody, it does. And this has been the best day in such a long time, getting to know all these people from all over North Dakota. It has been a blast, and working with you has been a real, it always is. It really is a lot of fun.
Oh, shucks. Knock it off.
Today, really, just to meet our fans, the fans of the 4 p.m. has been a wonderful experience.
And I'm so impressed that so many make sure to watch the 4 o'clock and other of our newscasts while they're here being snowbirds. That's pretty cool.
It really is cool, and the weather has been superb. Everybody talks about that, right? Hasn't been so superb back home, but again, it's been a real pleasure being here at the North Dakota Picnic in Mesa, Arizona, and many more years to come.
Yes,
perhaps.
well, we hope to be back. We hope you enjoyed this very special edition of First News at 4 from Arizona.
Thanks for joining us.